and it is match day in the Champions League for us, our second leg against Atletico Madrid later on this evening. A big game, a big test. But before we get to speaking about that, just a little bit more. However, if you haven't seen the preview video, definitely go and give it a check out. And also, don't forget to like the video and continue to subscribe to the channel. Our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Also follow us on TikTok, Instagram and Twitter, especially Twitter, because we post live match updates as the game goes along. However, today's video is about the latest news regarding Manchester United that has come out today. And of course, we have two news bulletins that we want to bring to you. And the first one, of course, does involve Mr. Champions League himself, Cristiano Ronaldo. And of course, Fabrizio Romano has come out and has said that Ronaldo has given the green light for us to find a new young striker to lead Manchester United for the coming seasons. And this is quite significant because this is basically a decision that he made whether he stays or not. And needless to say, he will definitely leave the club should we not qualify for the Champions League. But should we qualify for the Champions League, whether we win it this season, which I've said before in the preview, we can win it. It's not impossible. However, he doesn't want to play in the Europa League. We can either qualify for the Champions League by winning it or by getting fourth place, which is maybe a bit more difficult and out of our hands at the moment, but we can do it and it is possible. We don't know what might be coming in the next few months, but tonight is definitely an opportunity for us to take one step further towards winning the Champions League and having an opportunity to prove a lot of haters and critics wrong. But Ronaldo himself has agreed to the fact that we will be needing a new striker, and that is significant because it kind of means that he might not have a very crucial starting role if we do get this particular striker to lead the line. But of course, he can also be that deciding factor for us to get a new and young, talented striker to lead the line for years to come for Manchester United. And sorry about that. Without any indications with regards to who might be the targets that we have, I've mentioned the few that we can get, but there are three that I would like to basically have in terms of targets, but also potentially being the ones to sign for Manchester United. Without a doubt, without the spoken word, I do believe that Erling Haaland can come to Manchester United. I mean, he could be that, as they're saying, that Erik Ten HAG like signing, which might come in and completely transform the club into a new era, with the new manager that might potentially, and in my opinion, which does lead me into the next point, which is Erik Ten HAG. But we'll get to that. I want to just stick to speaking about the strikers for a moment. So we all know Erling Haaland's, abilities. We all know his goal scoring record. We all know the type of player that he is. We also know the agent that he has, the same agent as Paul Pogba in Mino Raiola. And even though we haven't had the best of times with, players from Mino Raiola, we have, however, been of the realism that it is what it is. If we want Erling Haaland, we're definitely going to have to put up with Raiola. And if we fork out the money for Erling Haaland, because he does have a release clause at the end of the season, there is talk of him leaving, there is talks of him looking around, and Raiola is doing his rounds again, doing his window shopping by seeing which club will offer Erling Haaland and himself, of course, the best package for player and agent. But the decision will ultimately lie with Erling Haaland, and with the way things are going, if we qualify for the Champions League, we are definitely a shoe-in for him. If we don't, we can forget about Erling Haaland for sure. I don't think he would want to play in the Europa League when there are clubs such as Real Madrid, City, Liverpool, Barcelona, etc., who actually are in the Champions League and would want to actually, have him as a top striker leading the line, in the new season and seasons to come. The next player that I want to speak about is Darwin Núñez, a striker from Benfica, who is basically touted as the new Cavani. Has an extreme change of pace, beating his man. He can play on the left wing as well, but he's so brilliant in terms of, beating players, one-on-one, being that, fox in the box, scoring goals with his head, with his feet, running in behind. He's an all-around top striker, and I definitely believe that he is another target for us to definitely go for. On the other hand, the third person that I've heard come in the news and read was Moussa Dembele from Olympique Lyonnais, who a couple years ago was started to be this hot property. He was started to be this next big striker, but kind of died down a bit, but still has a very prolific record. And however, the reports have also said that should he choose to come to Manchester United, he would like to not have a starting role, but be more of a Cavani type player. Being that second striker in command and starting lesser games than the actual striker. And that's mainly because of an injury record that he has, but also because of the fact that would allow him to grow into the Premier League itself, and also have this mindset where he is able to improve himself as a player. Victor Osimhen from Napoli is another target that I spoke about, but I've spoken about that in the previous video. If you haven't seen that, definitely go and give it a check out. Also like the video if you haven't done so. But the top three that would be is Erling Haaland, it would be Darwin Núñez, and of course Moussa Dembele, which is the three strikers that I think that we can go for. That Ronaldo, as I've said before, has given the green light whether he stays at the club or not at the end of the season. Moving along to the second piece of news, which is more positive news. It is about Erik Ten HAG. And if you haven't seen the videos on Erik Ten HAG, definitely go and give that a look out. It is really, really good insight. And also, it is more positive news that I bring to you because reports have stated that Ajax Amsterdam has come to a conclusion that they believe that Erik Ten HAG will be leaving at the end of the season. And that is positive news because even though Erik Ten HAG came out and said that he does want to challenge himself, as I said in the previous video, he definitely, gets now more confirmation from a potential move to Manchester United, to become the new manager for seasons to come. And he is basically the manager that Rangnick would like to have at the club to lead the team forward. It confirms it even more and gives us more of a boost to know that the club itself is resigning to the fact that he will definitely leave, thus meaning that they will start looking for potential candidates to replace him, thus giving him the full grounds and full green light so that he may actually start negotiating with us as a club and start putting, his thoughts and his feelings and his decisions towards the club so they can start working on that way before he actually does get to the club. Quite simple, really. As I've said, the news, Ronaldo giving the green light for us to get a striker in the summer, which is definitely a target for us, whether he stays at the club or not. And of course, Erik Ten HAG being said by Ajax that they believe that he will be leaving at the end of the season. Positive news, definitely positive news. And of course, this news is brilliant for us because it kind of builds up the excitement, it builds up the buzz for our Champions League game tonight against Atletico, which is going to be a tough game. The players look ready, the players, sound ready, they look up for it. It's also Paul Pogba's birthday today, so hopefully he'll give you a birthday performance and get a birthday goal. If I have to and put it out there, happy birthday to you, Paul Pogba. Hopefully you're having an awesome day. But what I would like to see is for you to perform tonight, and then after that, you can definitely party the night away and take a day off if you have to. Just help us win Atletico Madrid and go through to the next round. That is all I want from you. I am so excited for the game. I don't want to have the feeling tomorrow of, oh, we lost and we're out and we only have the Premier League to look forward to. It's going to be the same doom and gloom that's been around the club for the most of the season. But we actually want to, have positive attitudes and have optimistic mindsets. The whole glass half full type of, attitude with regards to our performances and with regards to how we actually can look at the game tonight. I am excited, as I've said in the preview and in the latest news, that most of the players, all of the players are actually fit and ready to play, despite Shaw having a bit of a doubt. But we will definitely see how that goes. Of course, I said in my preview that I would like Luke Shaw to start, but that's a doubt. So also with Alex Telles being in the press conference with Rangnick yesterday, for sure he will probably be the one to be starting at left back. I don't think players who are in a press conference with their manager would not be starting the game that they're actually having the press conference for. I don't think that would make any sense on any logical level. But as I have said before, I am excited for the game. I do believe that we can win. And glory, glory, Man United. We'll definitely, hope and expect our players to perform tonight, to turn up and to, give Atletico Madrid a nightmare of a game for themselves to have, so that we can dominate and we can show them why we are the biggest club in the world, Manchester United, and let Diego Simeone go home with his tail between his legs like a dog that is scared. Thank you guys for joining me. That is it from the latest news today, with Ronaldo giving the green light for us to get a striker in the summer, whether he stays at the club or not, and Erik Ten HAG believed to definitely be leaving at the end of the season, thus giving a boost to us to actually have him as our manager for seasons to come. Thank you guys for joining me. Definitely will be seeing you guys in the next video, but also enjoy the game. I'm excited to watch it and I cannot wait for the game to start. It is the Champions League. Champions League nights at Old Trafford is absolutely beautiful and amazing and also mesmerizing. It is the theater of dreams after all. Thank you guys for joining me. Continue to follow us on TikTok, Instagram and Twitter. Like and subscribe to the videos here on YouTube, and also allow us to reach 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, which is our goal, because we want to connect with every single Manchester United supporter right across the world. That is it, me, Sashin Johnson from the Stretford End. Thank you for watching the video. Goodbye.